English. You have to speak English.
This is a country where we speak English.
We've been hearing anti-immigrant rhetoric in the form of the English-only movement for decades now. Let's talk about it. The English-only movement, also known as the Official English Movement, seeks to make English the official language of the United States, therefore having government communication be exclusively in English. This movement has deep roots in bigotry and racism and seeks to further isolate minority groups. Attempts to do this have been long criticized, especially by the American Civil Liberties Union, which argue that English-only laws are inconsistent with the First Amendment right to communicate with or petition the government, as well as the right to freedom of speech. But that hasn't stopped this rhetoric from continuing, even to the point where we see stickers like this just casually sitting in a store promoting racist rhetoric using a known American symbol, Uncle Sam. Support for the English-only movement began gaining popularity under former President Theodore Roosevelt in 1907. He infamously said, quote, "We have room for but one language in this country, and that is the English language." As time went on, the U.S. got an influx of even more immigrants originating from south of the border as well as Eastern Europe. English-only supporters knew they couldn't go for any federal laws that would push their agenda, so they chose to go about their ways via the education system. The American Immigration Council strives to strengthen the United States by shaping immigration policies and practices through innovative programs and research. In an article, they call out Arizona for being the only state with active English-only schooling legislation. They bring to attention how the, quote, English-only education poses obstacles to equitable education for English language learners, especially immigrants. This forced assimilation, which is supposedly to help immigrants, only further hurts them and prevents them from reaching the so-called American dream. Post-World War I research actually showed that English-only education had virtually no effect on the rates of immigrant citizenship, military enlistment, and employment. The American Psychological Association has also made comments on the English-only movement. The APA notes how advocates for the English-only movement argue that the movement exists due to immigrants' refusal to give up their mother tongues. They quickly counter this argument, stating that research has shown that ethno-linguistic groups tend to shift to English within 1 or 2 generations. Some groups tend to shift more rapidly than others. The speed of the shift is influenced by educational levels and social class more than anything. So if the English-only movement were truly about assimilating these people into American society and culture, why are they so focused on trying to forcibly bring about something that naturally occurs? Instead of helping these people build upon their already existing culture, what they're really trying to do is erase their mother tongue and force on them what they feel is superior. Though they might argue it's to not